worse, right?
Is if you than if you tried.
There's a little tiny computer monitor, a little 7-inch. I think it's got everything like right in it. I was looking at that at one point, and I was like, "What is that?" It still says "Big Black Dildo" on it. What's up, everybody? I'm looking at my Amazon cart. Look, 7-inch screen, 7 inches.
That's legit a fucking computer?
$60. I was like, I could get that for just traveling. But then I'm like, I fucking have a handheld emulator already. Like, what the hell?
Got my computer.
Yeah. I mean, that basically, yeah.
And it's big and black.
That's right. I was like, well, that's kind of cool, so I saved it for later. Most of this shit I'll never get.
Oh, no. If Julius didn't have the wife and kid, we should mail order him, like, giant black dildos every other month.
Imagine. But don't tell them where they're coming from.
Yeah, just make it a gift.
Where the fuck are these coming from? Who the fuck's buying these for me? Ends up posting on Facebook, like, stop sending me these assholes.
We need a single mail for... Ty, can you get his address?
No, he's with...
Sarah, shit, that's right.
It's a good idea, Putin.
Good idea, Putin. Ricky.
We got Rick. Sorry, dude.
We got to figure out. That's it, buddy.
Like every 2 or 3 weeks, he gets one. We should. No. We just like the dildo. We start off slow. I'm serious. We start off.
But
slow.
Seriously,
just one a month, nice and slow. Ease into it, and then
gentlemen,
and then once every 2 or 3 weeks, and then one a week, and then he's getting one every fucking day.
Oh, we're gonna have to buy in stock, in bulk. We're gonna have to buy.
Right.
We'll have to buy dick in bulk.
We'll have to go to Sam's Club for this one.
No, I think BJ's is better.
Oh.
Walk in the store. Listen, you get escorted out, handcuffs. Listen, give me a.
You're throwing away a big sale.
The name of the store is very misleading.
Come on, it was an honest mistake. You can see where I get confused, right? What the fuck? I don't even know. Yeah. Sorry,
I made
Julius.
a comment. Yeah. Julius, you're safe.
Yeah,
He's got the wife and kid.
You escaped this one.
Yeah.
For now. Oh, jeez.
No. Oh, God. And we'll send little notes with them. Hey.
I'm coming for you.
No, first it's, hey, I know we only shared a few moments of each other's company, but I really want you to just...
They've got to be really, really obscure and good times, huh?
Good times, huh? Question mark. See you at the hangout. Really, this way's like, wait a minute.
13 days.
I go to like 4 different bars with the name hangout in it.
Wait a minute.
What am I doing?
God, should just stop. Should stop celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
Because he's a little leprechaun.
Evidently, he's got one that's on his ass cheek.
That's Julius.
That's what I was talking about.
I was talking about Ricky.
Oh, geez. I told you it's the same person. We've never seen either of them in the same place at the same time.
You're right.
It's just, you know what it is? Julius is Rick from 10 years in the future. He's a fucking time traveler.
I'm not going to say a word in case Julius watches this. So, yeah, okay, I'll make a joke, but it's a complimentary joke. So you're telling me that Rick is going to become successful and have an attractive wife and a family and a good job? What's wrong with him now? Your life sucks, Rick, in the past. Good luck in the future, Julius, future Rick.
Yeah. Well, geez, that's Inception. I can't. Good God.
State of the Union, huh?
Something like that. No. No, actually, I was going to bring up the whole Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, AT&T Stadium in July.
And that's going to be exclusive on Netflix.
Yep. Which I was like, all right,
I'll watch it.
Oh,
but if Tyson loses, it's scripted.
A lot of people are saying that. And Jake Paul can box, but the question is he that good of a boxer? And boy, oh boy.
No. Let me tell you this. Let me put it to you this way. Jake Paul can box. Does he have talent? Yes. This is undeniable.
Yeah,
but
it's the but. Yeah.
Can you take a hit from Tyson?
I mean, he's getting
Tyson didn't even punch. You remember the Comedy Central roast of who was it? Where Steve-O, he's like, you can't punch me because it's illegal for you to strike a person outside of the ring.
Mm.
But if you don't mind, put your fist out. Steve-O didn't even run full force, broke his fucking nose.
Yeah, but that was just Steve-O running into Tyson's fist. I mean, you could put a book out and it'll probably break your nose if you run. That doesn't really prove how hard Tyson can hit.
I still think till today Tyson is by far the deadliest fucking person in the ring.
I don't know about the deadliest, but he definitely, in his 20s, is like 18 to 24, 26. He was a fucking killer. He was a killer. And he's still scary as fuck. Like watching him train, you're like...
I wouldn't fight him. I wouldn't argue with him. And I wouldn't tell him he's wrong about something.
Unless he wanted me to.
No, because even then...
You better say I'm wrong. You're wrong. You better say I'm right. You're right.
So now why you gotta be a little bitch like that? I'm sorry. Please don't fucking kill me, Tyson. I apologize. That was a bad... that's the one person I will publicly apologize to on my knees. No, but even... He'd be the one... Say I'm right. Now say I'm right. Yeah, you're right, Mike Tyson. Now, why you gotta be a little bitch like that, huh? He's about to come over there and kill you because you ain't gonna be like a man. Yeah, why would I even want to waste my time on you just doing what you're told? What?
He's like, he is so humble now. Like, I mean, the guy's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, some shit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's become like a philosopher now. But, boy, I tell you, between Customato, him losing Customato, which is like a father figure to him, and then Don King stepping in, and who I think was supposed to be that role, but just raped him for everything he was worth. And then after that, in there, losing his 4-year-old daughter to a freak accident.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shit he's been through. But he didn't do anything for the longest time. And then, was it the first time he went on Joe Rogan's podcast? He said he didn't want to train for boxing anymore because he didn't want to wake up that beast in him.
Yeah.
And then, a year or two later, he starts training, and videos of him coming out training. This is before any Jake Paul anything. This is 3 years ago. Video comes out of him training, and holy fuck, it's like the guy's like at the time like 55 or whatever. It's like this guy's scary as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And then they have,
because the guy's dude,
he can fucking move. He can move.
He can move, and he can still fucking hit.
I'm sure he can. Now, of course, he's not going to be like Mike Tyson of 30 years ago. It ain't going to happen. But I tell you what,
I don't think for one second
he lost. He's not who he was 30 years ago. It's just not.
That'd be like something other than Joe Rogan.
But that's not saying that he's not a fucking machine still.
Yeah, no.
So the question is what
can Jake take a hit?
Yeah,
he hasn't been struck by a real. Don't get me wrong, Nate Diaz,
Roy Jones Jr. too.
Roy Jones, but he fought Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones, yeah, that was.
Oh, and he won by decision.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. And honestly, anyone who watched.
Well, didn't he win the Mayweather fight? No, Mayweather won.
Did he fight Mayweather?
Yeah, he did.
Did he? I don't even remember that. That shows you how much. That should have been like the.
Did Jake?
Yeah, he must have. Yeah, of course he did, because Mayweather's undefeated still. I do remember that.
Yes, and that was the one. And that okay, yeah. Because there was a conspiracy theory or like a
Yeah, because there was some like video clips and shit of like that wasn't really a hit. Why did he react to that? And like, he tripped over his shoelaces.
But so the thing I heard was on the down low, somebody made a remark about, it's not like Mayweather's gonna feel it. Yeah, he paid enough to get Jake Paul to agree to take the loss, but this is Mayweather, the richest boxer in the world. Someone made kind of like a sly remark about that, and everyone's like, wait, what? And then, the next big fight.
And then really, yeah, because when they were talking about the whole Mayweather thing, and that came up, it's like, this is going to be a business decision. So this is going to be just to draw money, like the whole thing. Well, of course it is. That's what every fucking fight is.
It was definitely a draw.
But that kind of
like
takes...
a poll.
Yeah, that kind of takes you back to the Mayweather-McGregor fight, too. It's like, that's what that fucking was. That was a boxing match. But what, McGregor brought in $100 million for losing the fight or something?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like $50 million and McGregor...
$50 million and Mayweather won 100.
Yeah. Like
well, here's the thing, though. The only difference I have... The only thing I have to say about the Conor McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight is, scripted or not,
I don't think that one was scripted.
Because if you noticed...
The point was that was definitely like a
publicity poll.
Yeah.
So the thing, because people were like, that was scripted. There's no way Mayweather or Conor McGregor should have lost that fight. If you watch the fight more times than than you realize, Mayweather's punching and overthrowing. And what's the one thing you do in a UFC fight, an MMA fight, when a person overthrows?
Well, in any fight. And boxing, too, because now they've, not to cut you off, but when they overthrow, you turn to the side, you're completely fucking open. No defense.
Well, no, not even that. Not even that. When you see a MMA fighter do a kick, what do? They usually do a full spin, right? They don't try to bring the leg back. Well, if it's a snap kick or the punch, like the backhand, they'll do a full spin.
Right.
And the reason they try to snap so fast is because they don't want to leave their back exposed. If you paid attention during that Mayweather-McGregor fight,
I'd say that's usually
how many times did Mayweather give McGregor the back?
Yeah, but he couldn't
and the ref kept calling him, "Yo, stop punching into the back of the head."
Yeah,
because McGregor instinct.
That's a fucking Mayweather thing, though. Like Mayweather knows how to move. He knows how to dodge. He knows how to draw you in for an illegal shot. He's got good defense, but he also it seems like in his latter part of his career, I don't want to say got lazy, but definitely fucking abused the rules that he knew was going to work in his favor.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think that's when a lot of people are like, all right, I'm done with Mayweather. Like, I'm done with this guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when he fought McGregor, I don't know how we got McGregor, but anyway.
Because we were talking about fights.
Tyson and
Paul. I don't think Jake Paul has fought anybody. Whether it's 20-year-old Mike Tyson or 60-year-old Mike Tyson who can still stick and move.
You think it's going to come down to a decision? Paul and Tyson?
No. I think it's going to come down to a knockout.
Did you hear the crazy...
Either a TKO or actual knockout.
I don't know if this is a rumor. I'm going to assume it's a rumor. But there was like evidently some crazy-ass rules that people are starting to circulate around the internet that's going to happen with this fight in July. Like Jake Paul is going to be able to wear headgear. And I don't like again. I'm like, are you sure? Like, I don't know. That doesn't.
Who was the older boxer that Tyson fought with recently? Within the last few years?
That was
Sugar Ray Leonard. No.
Oh, that was Roy Jones Jr.
That was Roy Jones.
Oh no, yeah. It wasn't. Jake Paul didn't fight Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr.
Yes.
Jake Paul fought.
Mayweather, Nate Diaz. He fought that Jordan dude. I think his name was.
Yeah.
The guy where...
I don't remember. But yeah, Tyson did fight Roy Jones Jr. And Roy Jones...
didn't wear headgear.
It wasn't even... Well, no, he didn't wear headgear. That's the thing. And you could tell when they fought... When they trained, you could tell that Roy Jones trained for a charity fight and Mike Tyson fucking trained for a championship fight. Like, the way they both trained is like, yeah, obviously someone here is back.
No, but... I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna come down to decision. Don't get me wrong. If it comes down to decision, at that point, sad but true. Maybe this is me being a little too giving, I guess. If it comes down to a decision, and let's say Mike Tyson goes in full fury, like let's say
I would imagine he will.
Let's say you even see some old hints of 20-year-old, 25-year-old, 24-year-old Tyson, where it's like, woo, he's getting mean, he's hitting hard. Like you can see Jake Paul's hurting.
I would wait for him to square up like a fucking barn just coming after him. Square shoulders, bam, bam. Oh, I can't wait.
If it comes down to a decision, Jake Paul will have my respect, and I think he will be a true, like, ready to contend in the real boxing.
So then he gets a match against Tyson Fury or whoever the fuck.
Yeah,
like
somebody
one of the top heavyweights.
Yeah, if he can square up and stand up for the whole 12 rounds.
My problem though is here's the issue. Like, let's just say it's not.
And that's another thing too. I heard something. Speaking of the rules, I hate to cut you off. Speaking of the rules or the accommodations they're going to make for this fight, I heard one like it's only going to be like a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight.
Yeah, but that's like a charity thing. That's a normal. Like they're
it shouldn't be. It should be a full-fledged 12 rounds, like it used to be. Nowadays,
I would be fine with 8 rounds because Jake Paul hasn't shown. He's shown that he can move and he can jab and he can do whatever. Like he's got boxing skills, but he hasn't shown. I don't think anybody that this guy should be a top contender. And then on the other end of the spectrum,
level,
you have Mike Tyson, who's going to be 58 at the end of the fight. Like, 12 rounds, that's a lot asking for. Maybe Tyson would say, like, fuck it, put me in 12 rounds. I don't know.
I think Tyson will still do it.
But
sometimes
I would be happy. Like, if they did 3 rounds, I would be like, what the fuck? But if they was like, listen, we're not going to do the full 12 rounds. We'll do 8 rounds. I'd be like, good fucking enough for me.
More than enough time for Tyson to do his work.
Yeah. Actually, the longer the fight goes for classic Tyson, like anybody who knows Tyson fights, the longer it goes, the worse off it'll be for Tyson because he's never been known for his conditioning.
The long game, no.
No, he was always go in, annihilate, and have the fight done.
Yeah.
And that's what cost him toward like the late 90s, early 2000s in his career because then he started facing boxers like Lennox Lewis is a prime one. Lennox Lewis was built to go. Holyfield was built to go.
Oh, yeah, these guys are built for the long haul.
Holyfield is old school, built to go. I'm just going to take a bunch of fucking shots to my head.
Can you do me a favor?
But my condition is good, too.
You have to... Okay. My condition is good, too.
Mm.
You have to edit from where I finished saying that to after this joke. Well...
What the hell's wrong with you?
All right, we're editing all that out.
So I'm looking for a new co-host.
Fuck you.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, even near...
You know what the funny part is? You couldn't just hold that one in. Like, I gotta let this one go.
I've said a lot of things on this. That's the worst? Really? Really?
It's so funny. You're like sitting over there like, you gotta edit this.
Well, because that's one of those guys.
Hell? What's wrong with you?
That's one of those. Well, they're done. That's not even nowadays. That's not even. So yeah, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. You know, the late '90s, early 2000s, even Roy Jones Jr. back then. Mm. Like these guys were coming up, and they realized you had fighters like Tyson still in the game, and that's where the strategy. Because you got to remember, dude, back in the old days, like Ali, Frazier, who's some other old famous ones? Marciano.
You're talking about like the
from
60s
like the 60s
and 70s?
to the 70s, yes. These guys were coming in just slugfest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's
where
what Holyfield was.
Tyson got his training coming into that generation leaving. So it was hit hard, hit fast, get the fight over with. Then you got 80s into the 90s where it's like, all right, some of these old sluggers are still in the game. We have to be able to outlast them, and that's when the strategy point of it came in.
Yeah.
Then it was, okay, see if outdance your opponent. Just out-hit your opponent. You ain't got to knock him out, but if you can land 3 punches to his one, and you're still standing by the end of the 12 rounds, you win the fight.
Mm. But yeah, that's and I also think the fact that Tyson was such a killer because all his fights ended so quick, he didn't have to train as like for conditioning wise. He didn't have to be like this is going to be a long. It's like every fight he went in was like what 2-3 rounds.
He was a killer. I mean,
like some of them were 20 seconds. Like they didn't last too long.
Oh, shit. OJ tried.
What was that one? Oh, what the
OJ
hell?
tried modeling himself after Tyson. 20 seconds, in and out.
What's the fucking white guy there that faced? He's like the famous white guy.
Butterbean?
No, that faced Tyson. And during the pre-fight press conference.
The bad
rap shit.
Yes.
Like, well, I'm gonna like knock you out, mama, or I fucking whatever it was. Listen, that was like what 1988 or 87 when that happened. That was cringe. It's still cringe. It was just rough listening to, and just watching Tyson sit there like.
Joe Rogan?
Huh?
Yeah. That's right. I remember seeing something about on a TikTok, but apparently Putin saw the video or the podcast. Joe Rogan went on record saying that after his training, he was a completely different man and he was absolutely terrified. Joe Rogan was terrified of Mike Tyson after his training with everything going on.
Oh, well, no, yeah, Rogan said that was, I think, actually the reason why in Rogan's new studio, and Rogan says this himself, the reason why his table is bigger than it is because when he sat across from Tyson the first time, he was too close, he could reach him.
Yeah. This is Joe Rogan. Yeah. Come on.
Joe Rogan's a beast himself, but Tyson's just...
Jake Paul won't step into an octagon with... and that's another thing, too. Like, I get it, the boxing world, it's great that they're doing a lot of gimmicky stuff to kind of get the sport back in the limelight again.
That's the thing, is as much as people might hate Jake Paul, boy, he's doing a lot for the fucking sport of boxing.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely, hands down. The guy is, like I said, he's doing... boxing as a whole is doing a lot of gimmicky stuff now. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, Jake Paul is bringing in a lot of publicity. It has kind of gone like a hand-in-hand thing. And it is doing great for the sport. Because that is not only is a physically demanding, but it's an intellectual man's sport.
Right.
Not only are you getting hit in the head, and you got to remember. Well,
it starts off that way, but after a few years, you kind of lose the intellect part. It's good fought, and I'm glad I win.
It's a good glad I won fought that I almost beat. What?
Biden? Oh no, honest mistake.
No, but seriously, like, yeah.
So you don't think?
But no. When's the MMA going to get their turn? When are some of these people?
You don't need it. Every freaking fighter has a character in MMA. Like that's what all their promos and everything. It's basically pro wrestling. The only difference is it's like you're not playing this Hollywood star guy. It's like no, be you, and just fucking. It's basically the Attitude Era without the extra baggage of character driven whatever.
Yeah,
it's like just
wanted to be his own daughter's kid's dad.
He fucking pled guilty. Yeah. I saw that today. I'm like, holy fuck balls. He pled guilty.
And what exactly?
And that I don't know. Because all I saw was I saw a headline, McMahon pleads guilty. But add on to that, before I saw that, WWE, Triple H, is slowly erasing McMahon from WWE history. Like, that's bonkers to me.
That's a little much.
They do they do that to everybody.
And what's going on with Brock Lesnar too? Now that you mention it,
he's involved with it. Everyone, again, the last I knew is everyone was pointing at Brock Lesnar as being the former heavyweight UFC/WWE champion. McMahon was trying to solicit to come back or use what's her face as a bargaining chip, so to speak. It's like, listen, you come back, you can fucking shit on her head or whatever it is. But that everyone's pointing at Brock Lesnar for that. That's why he's been essentially erased from WWE history. Which, I mean, for that anyone who's a wrestling fan, you watch it, you're like, well, you don't really erase him from history because The Undertaker lost to somebody in WrestleMania 31 or whatever, 33.
There are definitely some blemishes. When it comes to the wrestling world, there are definitely some blemishes.
Some?
Can I speak figuratively, please? For 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
There are some. It's just like the federal government. There might be a blemish or two in there somewhere.
What the hell are you talking about? Don't you watch CNN too? Anyway.
There are some blemishes when it comes to on the history of WWE. Obviously, some more extreme than the other.
Right.
But to sit there and I'm not saying idolize Vince McMahon or Brock Lesnar or anyone for that matter who had any wrongdoings that hurt the biz.
Mm-hmm.
From their last high note, take that away, and that's it.
Well, what they're doing now is, I guess, and because WWE 2K24 just came out, I guess that they've blurred out Vince McMahon's face every time he appears on screen, like during your storyline, whatever, their career mode or something like that. But I'm like, all right, so fucking.
So wait,
Vaseline Head is the guy that's running the business now in the game. Like,
wait a minute. So Vince is going to jail. That means his wife's single.
Linda,
I'll be back. I'm coming to you, Linda.
that poor woman too. I wonder if she. That's the question that's going on right now. It's like, okay, who else knew? Because you're telling me the guy that runs the company is doing all this shit and nobody fucking else knows what's going on? Bullshit. Bullshit. The question after that is, who knew? And for the love of God, hopefully it's no one else that I like. But then you think in the Attitude Era, all these guys, everyone was like really tight. The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like the Undertaker is like, did any of them know? Like, did they know? And I don't know.
Don't bite the hand that feeds kind of syndrome.
Maybe.
Don't bite the hand that feeds syndrome.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, this guy writes my paycheck. Signs my paycheck. I better not say that I saw him shitting on China's chest.
Oh, jeez. Never mind. It's sucking her dick.
She had an oversized clit. It wasn't an undersized dick. And like, you wouldn't have slept with her if you had the chance.
That's neither here nor there.
Exactly.
Oh, so you don't think it'll be a decision anyway, going all the way back? So it won't be
I hope it's not a decision. I don't think it's
a split decision.
I don't think it's going to be a split decision. I think it's going to be a knockout. If it comes down to a split decision, I will genuinely be surprised. Kudos to Jake Paul. The guy can crack.
And then everyone's going to be like, rigged. Even if it wasn't, people are still going to go, rigged. Because that's just
even if it's a
culture
draw.
we are.
Well, no.
It'll probably be a draw now that you bring that up. Charity thing.
We make
Tyson
jokes
going
in. And they usually come through. Way to fucking go,
That's
asshole.
what happened with, I think that's what happened with Tyson and Roy Jones. I think at the end of it, it was a draw.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Tyson won that. But they're just going to say draw. Because it'd be a charity thing. I wouldn't be shocked if they did the same thing with this fight.
I hope they don't. I hope, like...
It's going to be a Hollywood cop-out, like King Kong vs. Godzilla. Ooh, they both won. Like, what?
I hope they go Batman Forever on that. Nope, yeah. Batman and Robin. You know, where Poison Ivy turns the thing on Bane and... I hope she does. I hope that's what happens with Tyson. He goes in there. It's, off goes Jake Paul's head. Look, Mommy, I caught something.
My popcorn. I don't know.
You raped me, Tyson. Wait, what?
You know, it wasn't
sorry, Mike. Bad joke. God damn it.
You know, it wasn't a split decision. The SCOTUS decision on Trump earlier in the week. Because this week was fucking full of crazy shit.
Super Tuesday.
Yeah, this is Monday though. This is the SCOTUS decision. 9-0.
Oh no, he was crazy week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
9-0. Even the fucking liberal. Member of the Supreme Court, the liberal one. What the hell's her name? The one that could not fucking define a woman.
Oh,
in front of Congress. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
God damn it!
It's probably in here somewhere. Actually, I probably have it in my notes. No, not that one.
But yeah, regardless, 9-0. You cannot remove.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. That's who it
Yes.
is. Yes. That's the one that she voted no. She voted no. I'm like, all right, listen. If she votes no, you can't just take Trump off the ballot without having an actual conviction. Then it's fucking no. 9-0. And the left-wing media went fucking ape shit over it.
Oh, yeah.
What's this mean?
This is how our country ends.
Yeah, they were saying that. That was one of the things they were saying. But from Politico, congressional GOP takes victory lap after Supreme Court rules states cannot remove Trump from ballot. Oh, congressional Republicans took a victory lap after the Supreme Court's unanimous decision to restore former President Donald Trump to the Colorado ballot as their Democratic colleagues stayed mostly quiet. Quote, today's unanimous 9-0 Supreme Court decision is a victory for the American people, the Constitution, and our republic, said Representative Elise Stefanik from New York, member of the House GOP leadership who Trump is considering for a vice presidential candidate. We, the people, decide elections, not unelected radical leftists. Now remember that line, okay? So.
Wait, say it one more time.
It says, we, the people. Oops. There we go. We, the people, decide elections, not unelected radical leftists. All right?
Okay.
So, when the media was melting down for this decision, left-wing media, Jenna Griswold, Colorado Secretary of State, she goes on a tirade, and what she says during it is now up to the American people to vote and save democracy. All right? Now, that line right there, it is now up to the American people to vote to save democracy. Just baseline, what is democracy? Just like, what is it? The democratic process. What is that?
Oh, the democratic process?
Yeah.
Or the democracy? What is democracy?
The democratic process. Just.
I don't know. I had the definition of democracy in my head. Now I can't think of democratic process.
It's majority rule.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The democracy. Just straight majority rule. The problem with straight majority rule, which is why we aren't a true democracy, and this is the argument that goes back and forth all the time, is eventually you will have an infiltration of the system and it will turn it into something else. If 51% of America votes we want a communist country now, it will be communist. That's straight democracy. That is why we have a constitution. That's why we are a constitutional republic. Because there are so many checks and balances in there to stop things from that happening.
Like that from happening.
Okay. So, being it's a but we are a constitutional republic that votes in a democratic process. So you have majority rules that goes through checks and balances to make sure shit like that doesn't happen, correct? So, when she says it is now up to the American people, like it's a last resort, to vote to keep Trump out of office, basically, just save their democracy. The problem with that statement is, well, right from the get-go, it was always up to the American people to vote whatever they wanted, whether Trump was in or out. So what they're saying, or what Griswold here is saying, is we did everything we could do to fucking interfere with this shit and keep Trump off the ballot. It didn't work. Why? Because it wasn't legal. There was nothing that says we could do it. So now it's up to you to hold to the process that we always use and do it the right way. The last resort. Yet again, saying the quiet part out loud, like fucking Hochul did, a week or so ago. Just trying to remove Trump from the ballot.
Yeah.
Because it's a political opponent. Political opponent who was torching everybody Tuesday on Super Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but again.
You think things are turning around for him, like, especially like the 9-0 vote? You think like people are like, ooh, we might want to.
You mean like the normies?
We might want to start being no. Like, how much you want to bet? Like, some of this stuff going on, like even some left and maybe some liberal are going to start supporting Trump because they're like, oh, we've kind of been a dick to this guy. We might want to be nice. Gotcha. We were just playing, just fooling, just asking you, right? We're still friends.
I would be shocked if that happened on a micro level, but as a whole, no. I think although a majority of them will double down. Let's say Trump gets elected. He's a president. He's the 49th president? Or
No, I thought he
was... It was 46, 47, 48th president?
48th, yeah.
I think that they will double down and just go right back after him again. Just like they did in 2016 to 2020.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, oh, everything is fucking terrible. Like, that's what they'll do. So, I mean, there might be a few that are looking just to advance their career in politics. That'll be like, I said some shit. I didn't mean it. I was trying to get in the good graces of people in power. You get it. You're a businessman.
If I suck your dick, can we forget this all happened?
No, but go ahead anyway.
Okay, better do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so then...
Stormy.
Then, yeah, Super Tuesday.
What? She's here? No, I said it's stormy outside.
Oh. So, Super Tuesday happens, and like I said, Trump just fucking... He just mops the floor in double digits on almost every fucking state.
Yeah.
Nikki Haley, during all this...
she is so butthurt.
She finally bows out. She did... First, I'm like, gosh, she didn't win anything, but she ended up winning 2 states. She won...
New Hampshire?
She won Vermont.
Or Vermont. Yeah, I knew it was a northern state.
Yeah, which I expect. That's a Democratic state. Granted, that's a Bernie Sanders state. She wins Vermont. And then it's like, what other ones she wins? Because this was all, of course, these numbers were all over. Partially, the numbers were all over like CNN and all these left-wing media. It was like, of course, Nikki Haley. So they're like, oh, Trump lost by, he got half of the votes of Nikki Haley in Washington, D.C., which is way fucking left-wing, way Democratic. But the numbers that came in, for the numbers that were actually voted, Nikki Haley got 1,300 votes. Trump got 640 something. It's D.C. Nobody's going to fucking vote Republican there.
Oh, God, no.
So, yeah, she won by double the votes, but probably half of her votes, minimum, were Democratic voters.
Oh, yeah.
Voting just for anybody but Trump. It's like, well, it's either fucking Robot Haley or Donald Trump. So those are the 2 states. She lost her own fucking state. Even where she comes from, they don't like her.
Oh, what was that? What was that?
That was New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yeah. That was New Hampshire. She lost New Hampshire.
That's her state. Even her home, even her family. It's like, which one of you voted?
She walks in. So everybody voted, right?
She walks in and there's an argument, and her parents are just like, your dad voted for Trump.
No, she walks in and comes to find out she only got 6 votes in all of New Hampshire. She walks in. There's 6 of you here. It's glad to see the people that voted for me came to support me. We didn't vote for you. Why are you even here? Like, we told you not to come back.
God, you gave her our new address?
How'd she find us? Like,
how did she...
God damn it.
How'd he see me?
You're fucking weird, bro. You're fucking weird, dude.
Oh, jeez. What happened Super Tuesday as well? Which is like, a big shocker there. Facebook goes down.
Oh,
Instagram goes down.
Yeah.
Like, all fucking major...
Well, no, X worked just fine.
X, Truth Social, and... Oh, there's a third one. I can't remember the third one. Nope. There's another one. But they all went down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shocker. Because it happened, and it's happened before. I'm like, all right, social media's down. And then it was like 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's Super Tuesday. Of course it went down.
Some people...
Telegram.
Oh, okay.
That was the one.
Some people, Putin had no issues. Other people it took maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not on it that
Some
often.
people, it took a few hours.
I'm not on it often, but when I went and checked, it was like, it probably happened like a half hour prior because I heard something about it. I'm like, oh, really? So I checked and mine was fine. But my feed, of the people that are actually on my feed, like every 13 posts or whatever, they were all saying that they couldn't get on. They logged them out and they couldn't get back in.
Yeah, I'm just fine.
But yeah, Truth Social and Telegram were not affected. Funny enough, because those aren't the ones that are owned by Google, who specifically curate their algorithm to go toward left-leaning constituents all the time. You know how I know that? Because it's been proven on multiple occasions. It's already on the uptick now, right before, during the election cycle, or what we're getting into that season. Google does simple things like remind left-leaning or Democratic voters, remember to go vote, and they won't say anything to conservatives or Republicans or anything like that. Like, maybe they'll forget. They'll do simple little things like that. That's Google.
Speaking of which, are you updated with your voter registration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to check mine, I think. Not sure how it's going to work out with the whole moving process, how fast it'll be.
If you get it now and you move, all you have to do is go to bring your card and go to wherever you end up. Well, no, you'll still be in this town, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't make a difference then. Just bring your card and say, all right, we're at a new address. But you still go to this town's voting location. Yeah. That's all. You might have to fill out an extra thing at the voting booth. Yeah. It says, like, no, this is where we live.
I'll get it all squared away beforehand.
Yeah, but it's not a huge thing. Like, when I moved, I had switched towns, and they sent me to one place, then I had to go to the other place, and I was like, what a fucking headache this was. But... oh, jeez. State of the Union. Did you watch? This has been all
I saw the highlights.
Dude, the highlights are only... I saw the highlights too this morning. Before it was... I listened, watched a little, but listened to the whole thing. I saw the highlights this morning, and they were gold, but I tell you, it was like a third of the entire thing. You have to listen to the whole thing, watch the whole thing, because it's like a fucking movie. It's an event. You're like, I spent the time. Now, normally I do this when I listen to politics, like big like events in politics like this. I was out working on a baseball field. Thank God I was up on the field where nobody was, because I was out there, one headphone in, working, and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or I'd be like, wrong, lie, wrong.
Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I quit.
It was fucking magical. The shit that it was coming out of his mouth. Like, what? Tim Pool, they had a counter. They were keeping tally of all the times he'd stutter or make up words and all shit. In 45 minutes, he had over 70 gaffes. I will say that he was like right on the ball. Like, his energy was up. So whatever fucking crystal meth or whatever they had him on to actually get him through that.
It wasn't crystal meth. They gave him an extra Ensure.
Yeah. So he had a Cialis and Ensure, and they gave him a fucking protein milk, a chocolatey drink.
And they let him sniff a child.
That's right. That adrenochrome. I'm ready to go. But the gas in it was fucking...
Just want to nibble on him. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I got key points I took away from it.
Okay.
And there's a few. So first off, I didn't put everything, because I probably could have just covered the State of the Union, and that would have been the whole fucking hour and a half. Because like the whole thing was like, what the fuck? Roe v. Wade. Like right off the bat.
Abortions for everybody. Abortions for you. Abortions for you.
Of course they're going to cover Roe v. Wade. And he says during the whole Roe v. Wade thing, he's like, they make the point, it's like, we're going to codify Roe v. Wade. And this is the first thing where I went, no. Not because whether I want it or not, that has nothing to do with it. Here's the thing. They said, I'm finally going to get, like, they overturned Roe v. Wade. We're going to get in there, we're going to change it and keep it, like, codify it, essentially. No, you're not. They're not going to do it. If they were going to do it, it's been what, a year and a half since they overturned it, or a year? Yeah, about a year and a half.
Over a year.
They're not going to codify it because it's been that long and nothing's been done about it. Now, Democrats will argue it's like, well, because everything we keep going after getting shot down by
Republicans.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Dems. Why don't you stop sliding fucking things in there that you know the Republicans are going to shoot down? Oh, I don't know, like the $400 billion in foreign aid, along with the closing the border.
Yeah.
It's either agree to all of it or agree to none of it. Okay, well, we're going to agree to none of it because we don't want to send $400 billion across seas.
And that's a problem, too. The bigger thing is, well, yeah, that was since they overturned it. But the bigger thing is, in the 50-plus years since Roe v. Wade, the entire thing, they've had complete control of the House and Senate how many times? Like 6, 7, 8 times in that history? Nothing's been done. Why? Because that is a fucking wedge issue. That's a wedge issue. So in years, especially like this year, where the Democrats are tanking, they can always fall back on something. Roe v. Wade, women's rights, that's a huge fucking voter base. 68% of women vote, single women vote for Democratic, vote Democrat. 68%, it's a big fucking number. Single women. If they have no issue to attack, like, look, the Republicans are trying to keep in your business and make your decisions for you, then they got nothing. Because of that wedge issue. That's one of many wedge issues, but that's definitely one. Do you really think the Democratic Party is going to go, let's fucking solve this and let's just get it done and over with? Because then they've got, then they have nothing. Because if they solved that a year and a half ago, well, now we fast forward to now when there's inflation and people coming across the border and all this other shit that people are caring about.
Which is secure, by the way, according to Biden.
Of course it is. They have all these other issues. Now you have nothing to just yank their attention away from and look at Roe v. Wade. You don't have that. It happens. So no, they're not going to solve it. They're not going to solve it. And if they do, it won't be solved. What it'll do is what politics constantly is. We're going to move the needle a fucking inch this way. Like, look how much we did. I'm awesome. That's all they'll do. Just enough for Republicans to come back in 2 years, 4 years, whatever it is later and go, let's move it back to the center. Are you okay?
You lied. You said crabs wouldn't live in beards.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I just say for science.
Oh, shit. He makes a point. God damn it. Itchy.
Oh, ow. God, you're out of control. That was weird. I think he glitched. Anyway.
Loading.
In November, he says he introduced a bipartisan bill. This is talking about border security. Mm-hmm. Like this is the next point. Border security. So he says in November he introduced a bipartisan bill, quote, with the toughest set of security reforms we've ever seen, end quote. His words. Immediately fucking half chamber starts going, lie.
Oh, like, yeah.
Well, no shit. No shit.
I heard that part.
Yeah, they're like, no. And he makes a point. He said, we did this. And then he turns to the Republican side of the whole group. And he goes, well, you don't like a secure border? I thought you did. I thought that's what you wanted. It's like, well, and just like what you said before, it's because when you say that was the whole border bill that we talked about during the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Right around then. It's like, because when you said, oh, we're going to fund securing the border, but we also threw in $60 billion in Ukraine aid. Of course the Republicans are going to say no, because that does one of two things. Either the Republicans go, okay, fine, we'll secure the border, but we're going to send a shit ton more money overseas, which they don't want to do. Or they'll say, and what they did, say, no, we're not doing this. That way, Biden can later go, listen, we tried to secure the border, but Republicans didn't want to do it. That's all they say they want to do is secure it, but they didn't. It's because they have fucking multiple issues in each bill. But that's been said, but you, me, fucking everybody who pays even a little bit of attention to this, it's like, why don't we have single issue bills that go through? It's like, this one's for the border. This one's for foreign aid. This one's for warmongering.
Because then it's not a leverage tool.
Yeah, then it makes sense. And we don't want that. You want to talk about politics? Just get rid of logic and reason. And there you go, politics.
And you basically have the company I work for. Get rid of rhyme and reason.
Yeah.
Oh, and why don't we just move that logic out of the way, too, while we're at it?
Yeah. Yeah, so he goes...
Love my job.
They're
really laid back people.
He claimed that the bill would be for funding people for screening those crossing the border. It's like, we have to screen everybody that's crossed the border, and we don't have enough people to screen them. It's like, well, if you fucking close the border, you wouldn't have that problem. You wouldn't need funding to hire more people, to screen all the people that are coming across the border. And then he makes a comment. He goes, we could either, me and the Democrats and Republicans, like, we can either argue about the border security, or we could just secure the border. I was like, or you could do your fucking job, which you have all legality rights to do, close the border, and not have to deal with any of it. We're not going to do that, though, because that's logical and that's reason.
There's rhyme and reason, and it makes sense. The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah, so... And honestly, if he was serious about the fucking border, he would just send troops down there.
Yeah.
Like, if you really fucking are, like he was claiming in the State of the Union, if you're serious about securing the border, you would have sent troops down there. You would have finished the wall. You wouldn't have stopped that. You would have done everything that was already in place to be done or had already been done to stop all this crazy ass shit from going on. Clearly, the American people are fucking done with it. You have democratic cities, the citizens in those cities going, enough, no more. You have mayors and shit, like New York City. It's like, we can't handle anymore. Yeah. Rewind a year before that, it was like, yeah, Hochul was like, oh, bring them all up. We need them. It's like, well, now they did, and now you're like, okay, but hey, like we said, people are making use of them. They have indentured services now. Cooks and cleaners and whatever.
They tend the field.
That's what it's coming down to eventually. You want to earn your way into the country. They said, oh yeah, they. Biden, I mean, in his head it's probably they, but Biden said our economy was terrible, but now, quote,
the best it's ever been.
Is the envy of the world. He said that, like, as my note, I'm like, I guess. Like, I had nothing more to say. I'm like, of course. You can't fucking make this shit up. Like, we are the envy of the world. I'm like,
They're not laughing at you. They're laughing with you.
Yeah, that's probably what his fucking handlers are telling him. It's like, no, they're clapping for you, man. Meanwhile, they're outside his fucking house like pitchforks. Like, they're saying you're number one. That's what they're doing.
I get called number one almost every day when I'm driving the truck.
And who's Brandon?
Oh, well, Brandon's my cousin.
He also said he was talking about taxing the wealthy. That was another point he was running on. He's like, we're going to tax the wealthy because then we're going to make them pay their fair share. Because Biden goes, right now they only pay 8.5% in taxes. He's like, well, that's more than school teachers and sanitation workers and whoever, nurses. And he's like, right now, I signed a bill that makes them pay 15% taxes, but that's still not enough. We want to raise it to 21% of their taxes. And he goes, under that plan, in the next 10 years, that'll generate $500 billion in extra revenue, which, of course, the Democrats started clapping and applauding. And I think most normal people that don't really pay attention to, well, I can't even say that. You have to not pay attention to really anything to think, well, man, that's a good chunk of change. Except for the fact in the last 2.5 years, 3 years, the fucking deficit has gone up $3 trillion. Yeah. So over 10 years, $500 billion is fucking diddly dick. Like, it doesn't really equate to much. So
it doesn't even take the skim off the top.
No, it doesn't. Then he said he wants to get rid of junk fees. and whatever the fuck.
Junk fees, like what?
Junk fees. Oh, you're getting Airbnb, and you're getting extra charge for whatever the fuck. Just bullshit charges on whatever. That are on credit card bills and everything else. I'm gonna get rid of that. I was like, okay. That's another thing. Is like this little tiny piece of like a sand kernel in a heap of a fucking problem. Shrinkflation. He brought that up again. The snack problem. You have like 10% less Snickers in your Snickers bars. And I'm like, fuck, what are we fucking talking about here? Like, why are we talking about snacks? Why are we talking about chips? Why are we talking about all this bullshit? It's like companies think they can get away with it. I'm like, can we talk about real fucking issues? Can we talk about the actual problems? If companies want to shrink their shit, it's because they're trying to make up their fucking profit margins where they're losing everywhere else, just like everybody else. Does that make it okay? That's a whole other fucking discussion. But the reason why they're doing it is because the bullshit economy. No fucking shit.
Yeah.
During the speech, I see, I saw the heckler, but
the heckler.
I
didn't see that part.
There was a heckler during the State of the Union that I heard him, and then I saw a video later of like that showed him heckling him. It was, I don't remember what part of this speech it was, but his name is Steve McCoy, I'm guessing. He was the father of a soldier that was killed during the Cabal withdrawal.
Oh.
All right. He heckled Joe during the speech, like calling him a liar and whatever. He got fucking charged. He got arrested and charged with a misdemeanor.
For what?
Interfering with the speech. I was like, wow. All right. That's a good look.
Great look, Democrats. Arresting a man for freedom of speech.
Not even that. It's the father of a fucking dead soldier that died under the order of just Biden be like, hey, get out of there.
Yeah.
That's the State of the Union. That's like a small fucking smidgen of the like I said, if you listen to it, you'll spend the whole time like, that's not true. That's not true either. There's another one where he goes, what's the latest fucking shooting that happened? It was in Iowa. I think it was in Iowa.
Yeah, I believe
like
so.
The most recent one.
Oh, get over it.
Yeah, he goes, Trump said get over it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't at all. Not even close. Not anything. It's the complete opposite. But he goes, Trump said just get over it. His words. I'm not joking. Or whatever the fuck he says. And he didn't say that at all. There were so many times. That was the first one I actually saw. There were so many times when shit like that, Biden was claiming that he did or said or whatever, that just flat out was not true. I was like, that's why I was like, this is fucking magical. Like, this is, what drug does one take to make one so fucking delusional? Like, and that I think is more directed toward the people that are cultishly still on the Biden train. Like, oh no, he's good. Whatever he's saying is, well, the economy's in good shape.
No, it's not.
Clearly. That's why I'm doing so well, along with everybody else. I'm as comfortable as I've ever been.
I must be doing it wrong.
My money, I told them to take a few dollars out of my check every week, just so I didn't feel so bad taking the extra money, because everything's so fucking cheap. It's like, listen, I feel like I'm robbing you. Why don't you knock my pay $5 an hour less than what I'm making? I won't feel so guilty then.
I'm doing something wrong, man. I'm shopping at the wrong stores, sucking the wrong dicks or something. I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Shopping the wrong dicks and sucking the wrong stores.
Yeah.
That's your problem. You can't be, you know what? No, do whatever you do. I still support you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
TikTok is on the chopping block.
Again.
Again.
Because of what? They're saying the Chinese are data harvesting again?
Yeah. I mean, they just brought it up again. Again, though, that's a double-edged sword. Because I understand why they're doing it. Like BitDance, the company that owns TikTok, they work squarely, not squarely, but they do work directly with the CCP. And they do data mine us. And their terms and conditions are so broad, they can do pretty much anything they want. and operate outside the United States, which the United States has historically not liked. They don't like when a outside entity can come in, basically run rampant through everything, steal whatever information they want, and then just run off somewhere else and just do with that information whatever they want. So what they're proposing that BitDance does is sell TikTok to an American company, which would alleviate that pressure on America. The problem with that is, I don't know about you, but now you have to curate this, but I get a lot of news from TikTok. There's a lot of things that pop up. I'm like, what's that? And I look into it and I'm like, oh shit. A lot of my notes come from that, or some of the podcasts I listen to. Sometimes I hear it on the podcast and I go to the TikTok and I'm like, wait a minute. Or I hear something on TikTok and it ends up on a podcast. I'm like, oh shit. So that's kind of cross-references itself. So I'm like, okay, that's worth talking about.
So without TikTok, are we still going to get that plethora?
That's the problem, is it's so free and not curated like Google would do, where if you say something that they don't want you to say, YouTube does it because YouTube's owned by Google, they'll snuff it right out. And it won't be deleted, but it sure as hell won't end up on a lot of algorithms.
Yeah, no.
TikTok doesn't so much do that. They have this weird algorithm that shifts all the time. So sometimes stuff will flood in and stay in your feed, and sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle.
Is it more of a fear of data harvesting or lack of control?
And yes, I believe.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, is I think they don't want China involved in the data harvesting, but they also don't like the fact that everybody can just basically turn themselves into a journalist and be like, oh shit, look what I heard, or look what I read on this news article that probably won't circulate.
Yep.
And then suddenly it just runs through like wildfire.
Good example. Where was it? Hold on, God. Let me find the TikTok quick, and then
all right. So
I'll double back to it for you.
TikTok. Oh yeah. So in response to this, TikTok is specifically telling people to call their representatives to I don't want to say boycott, protest, I guess, in banning TikTok. One of the kid, there might be multiple kids, are threatening to kill themselves if they ban TikTok. That's the other end of the coin, though. TikTok has warped the fucking youth, like the mind of the youth nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Like completely warped it. And I don't even know how you come back from it. The fact that kids would threaten to kill themselves because, well, you're going to take TikTok away? Well, I'll fucking end my life. That's fucking bonkers. Like, that's...
So, I forgot, what was it? Forgot what news outlet it was on. Good example for things that have been snuffed out, things that will not get reported and you won't find in your algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
A black mob was arrested after lynching a 20-year-old mother.
Wait, what is it?
A black mob was arrested after lynching 20-year-old mother as liberal media and race hustlers go silent.
What news article where is that from?
New details uncovered in murder of Mahogany Jackson. So, 20-year-old mother, little backstory. Supposedly it all started over issues of getting into a phone.
Mm-hmm.
So upon trying to get into this girl's phone, she said no. They decided to rape and assault physically, sexually, and with weapons. Then they basically hung her.
Basically?
No, it was a straight up lynching. They straight up hung her.
Jeez.
After raping her. And, so long story short, 5 of the 8 are behind bars. The other 3 are not. And 3 of them are getting tried for capital. No, 2 of them are getting tried for capital. Wait. 3 of them are getting tried for capital murder. 2 of them are getting tried for federal murder. But of course, you aren't going to hear about that on MSNBC, CNN. You're not going to hear about it in the Times Union. You might see a little snippet of it on a YouTube channel where a guy's talking about doing a bunch of random reviews of random TikToks.
Right.
But that's about as far as it's going to go.
That's what everyone's saying is, it's like, well, what would be the replacement for TikTok? And like, well, there's YouTube Shorts. But again, that just falls under Google. And Google is notorious for...
Facebook Reels.
But Facebook and Meta is no fucking better.
Yeah, no.
They're no better at all. And I'm still, like, pretty much anti-Facebook and Instagram and all that because Instagram was caught up in that fucking child sex trafficking ring. Like, willingly letting, like, sex traffickers operate on Instagram. Like, they knew about it, and they didn't do anything about it. And ever since then, I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like, and that's owned by Facebook and all them. It's like,
way to go, Instagram.
Yeah, like, go fuck yourself. Like, I didn't really use it anyway. Everyone's like, back in the day, like, oh, you should use that for your leather craft. It'll work. It'll be okay. So I started putting shit up there. And I found that out. I'm like, oh, fuck you. I give a shit about fuck you, Instagram. Yeah, but yeah, just the ease of news coming from TikTok. There's still X. Like, you still have X, and that still works fairly well, but I think X is so big, a lot of things get lost in the shuffle. So, I don't know. I don't know where people would turn to if they didn't use that, so. I was just looking up to see what Vince McMahon actually pled guilty for. There is a video. Let me see. Because I had that as a note in the bottom of my...
I love you. I love you. There is breaking news involving the Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar scandal, as Vince McMahon has made a shocking admission, as it seems that time has truly run out for the former chairman of WWE. He has officially been erased from WWE. This shocking image is from the new video game WWE 2K24, where Charlotte Flair was standing next to Vince McMahon. This is actual footage that is in the game, but this is real footage from WWE TV from a few years ago. That is Vince McMahon standing next to Charlotte, but his face is blurred out. Here is a original still from that footage, unblurred. As you see, it's Vince McMahon, but in the game, here is
there it is.
Original still.
It was stuck on like the fucking intro tab.
As you see, it's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
In the game,
See?
They have blurred him. This is because there just wasn't time enough to fully erase Vince, so they had to blur him whenever he shows up in the game. And with the news just getting worse and worse for Vince, the worst news of all, charges are imminent in the federal case against Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar, as they could announce formal charges for human trafficking. As we know, there have been search warrants executed at WWE headquarters to gain evidence, and it could be that they saw the evidence and it was damning towards Vince. And many believe that once charges are officially filed by the federal government against Vince and Brock, Vince will have no choice but to plead guilty. If he pleads guilty, he will face a possible lighter sentence versus if he pleads not guilty and goes to trial, and then if he's found guilty in that trial, he'll face many more years in prison. And if he does plead guilty, he will most likely go to federal prison. And even though when the allegations first broke against Vince that he had a basic...
I don't know, though. 'Cause that's human sex trafficking. Like, maybe.
You think he'll be the first person to go to Club Fed for any sort of sexual related crime?
To tie in with the presidential campaign and everything from before. One of Trump's like the 15 things he said he wanted to do if he got in office.
Oh, yeah, Agenda 47 or something like that.
He wanted to give the death penalty to human traffickers. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. wasn't him and Trump buddies? How's that one gonna work out? Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to die.
It's okay. I'll make it quick for you by grabbing you by the pussy. What the fuck?
Aww.
First, we're gonna give you gender affirmation hormones. We're gonna have to pay for the surgery to transgender you, and then I'm gonna grab you by the pussy.
Well, okay. I don't know. So there's.
Speaking of transgender shit, sorry, God.
Oh, go ahead. It falls in line with this. So.
Oh, is it Doritos?
No, but you
God,
see that?
I saw that before I got your text.
That'll all tie in together. But the Doritos thing. Did you see the
Gremlin?
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Looked like an extra from the cast of Gremlins, basically.
Yeah.
After they ate water and got water on, ate food and got water on them after midnight.
That's like if the fucking gremlin got water on it, turned into the next evolution of whatever it is. That's what the Dorito fucking girl thing was. Yeah, it was fucking scary as shit, man. Dude, you wake up.
I don't want Doritos after that.
No. What kind of fucking promotional piece is that? It's like, how do we fuck up our sales in the worst possible... get that. That's what they were doing. Apparently, they were going to get that was what, in Europe? That was Britain, I think it was. Apparently, they were going to give them the Bud Light treatment.
Yeah,
because,
they were, yeah.
That's what the whole problem was. It wasn't because she was trans.
No, it was at one point she made a comment on her Twitter.
Comment?
Well, hold on. The one that struck the most chord to me was, I slipped my tongue through my...
Let me see if I can... Putin, see if you can find this.
Hold on. I'll go over to watch history. Give me a minute.
Yeah, wait. Well, never mind, Putin. Don't do that.
I'm a little faster, apparently. Settings. Activity.
I don't want to tarnish your search history.
Yeah, please.
Although it's...
Yeah. Some of the
same bloodline. I mean,
yeah,
you know.
right. I'm related to Putin. Leave it alone. Doritos, where are you?
Just put Doritos, was it on X, I think? I put their... whatever it is, Doritos trans. What was he? Ambassador. That's what it was. A Doritos European trans ambassador. That's like that's a long ass title. I'm the Doritos European trans ambassador.
Home search Doritos.
Doritos trans ambassador X.
Doritos brand ambassador.
Yeah. X, whatever, tweets, or fucking Twixes.
Doritos. Critics accused male-born Samantha Hudson of alleged predatory behavior. That's after a tweet she allegedly posted at the age of 15 re-emerged. It reads, "In the middle of the street in Mallorca in panties, and screaming that I'm a nymphomaniac in front of a super beautiful 8-year-old girl." In another past tweet, Hudson wrote that she wanted to do thuggish things to a 12-year-old.
God, those teeth. Hold on.
Controversial trans...
All right, look, I got him right here.
Hold on, look.
That's what Doritos does to you.
Get it? Bullshit. Getting a blowjob from that would be like sticking your dick in a cheese grater.
I got him right here. No, I don't know if I... No, I'll just fuck it. Whatever. As, this is tweets from whatever that is. Fucking Chewy without hair. As socialism produces idols of degradation like this, food manufacturers directly aim at minors such as Doritos ads themselves and various blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Samantha Hudson. I want to do hooligan things like put a 12-year-old girl in the ass. We got, I hate women who are victims of rape and who turn to self-help centers to overcome their trauma. What heavy whores. That was October 15th of, I don't know what fucking year. This one, I just passed my little cousin's tongue through the vagina and she smiled at me. The little ones too. They deserve pleasure. Now, there's no fucking way There is no way a company as big as who fucking is that? Lay's, Wise? Who puts Doritos out? It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, Google. Who owns Doritos?
PepsiCo. According to Wikipedia, Doritos is an American brand.
Okay.
of flavored tortilla chips.
There is no fucking way the Pepsi, nobody on that board,
Somebody in the European team agreed to that shit. They're like, hold on, wait a minute, stop.
and nobody went, hey, let's do a background check because everything's really fucking spicy right now with trans. Look at Dylan Mulvaney, the whole debacle. And that wasn't even anything to that level.
And
There's no way nobody went,
Dylan's out of the spotlight now.
yeah,
Like, you
because
haven't heard
fucking
nothing.
Chewy over here has gotten... that, of course.
It's Yita.
That's who it is. She's back. She's Eastern European. She is Eastern European. But that's the fucking thing. There's no way you're telling you're telling me that nobody on Pepsi's board went, let's do a background check and just make sure that we don't catch flat. Oh fuck, too late.
MySpace movie, folks. Check it out.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it is.
Long fucking time ago.
What if we can find it?
Of course it's on. It's got to be on
I'm
YouTube.
checking YouTube now.
Do you remember? Oh no, I remember. I lost train of thought already. You hear about the woke kindergarten?
No.
No. So, well, this is woke kindergarten. This is from wokekindergarten.org. A global abolitionist early childhood ecosystem and visionary creative portal. See. Woke Kindergarten is community sustained and relies primarily on donations for use of resources. I believe children, families, educators should be able to access and use our content. No social blah, 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 blah. So, California has a woke kindergarten, okay? And San Francisco was putting all their chips into this re-education system, we'll call it. All right? So, a few years after they put into this comes out. This Bay Area school district spent $250,000. What do you got?
I found the MySpace movie.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck?
The MySpace angles.
All right, spent $250,000 on a woke kindergarten program. Test scores fell even further. Update, woke kindergarten controversy. Board member, this fucking thing. No. Okay, board member punished for
Technical difficulties are fixed.
intimidating offensive comments. A Hayward Elementary School is struggling to boost low test scores and
Hold on.
I can't fucking read it because it keeps bringing up the thing.
I'm gonna show you a really, really hot girl on MySpace. Let's do it. Look, huh? Oh, yeah. Wow, who's this? Her name's Yita.
Yita.
She's Eastern European. I love it. I've been talking to her online. She is beautiful. Look at this. Keep going. Look at that one. Okay. All right. I can see it.
It's got the angles.
Grade A. Give me another. Huh? Oh, man. Yita's got the angles. The what? She's got the angles. The MySpace angles. All the ugly chicks on MySpace have them. Dude, Yita's hot, okay? That says Yeti, not Yita. Okay? Yeti. And she's got the angles. It's only a shot of her face, a shot of her butt, a shot of her thigh. There's no full picture. Yita's hot.
MySpace kids.
Yeti is
MySpace.
jealous.
I think MySpace still works, doesn't it?
She's
I think it's something different though than like I don't know who owns the portal now. Doesn't Justin Timberlake? He bought it, but I don't know if he still has it.
Yeti's hot, okay? Yeti is not. You're just jealous. Of the Yeti? I don't think so. She's
Jealous of the
calling
Yeti.
Right now. Pick it up. What does she have to... Hello? Oh, hey. What's going on, Yita?
That's the fucking Doritos
Sound a bit different.
thing.
A date at 7:30. Yes,
Yes, I'd love to go on a date with you at 7:30. All right then, great. I'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.
Hangs up the phone. Is still. That's the fucking Doritos broad, though. That's what that is. Anyway.
I like how he throws the
So, going back to the test score,
well, Samantha Hudson's teaching these kids.
it might as well be. The test scores drop a San Francisco elementary school that spent $250,000 on Woke kindergarten program to teach anti-police lessons and disrupt whiteness. A struggling elementary school in California paid $250K to an organization called Woke Kindergarten, which advocates messages of anti-police, anti-capitalism, anti-Israel, and disrupting whiteness.
Anti-Israel.
Glassbrook Elementary School in Hayward reportedly was one of the lowest performing schools in the nation. In an attempt to boost test scores, the San Francisco area elementary school spent $250,000 to hire Woke Kindergarten. The school used, which is in quotation marks because it's its own program, I guess, for lack of a better term. The school used federal funds that are provided to help some of the country's worst performing schools to improve. Woke Kindergarten is a self-described global abolitionist early childhood ecosystem, and whatever, I just said that when I went to their
Big
actual
smart
website.
Words, gotcha.
The Woke program attempts to provide so-called anti-racism lessons to elementary school teachers. The San Francisco Chronicle noted that Woke Kindergarten has a mission to, quote, train teachers to confront white supremacy, disrupt racism and oppression, and remove those barriers to learning, end quote.
But they're anti-Israel. So they're anti-race, but they're teaching kids to not be racist.
Be careful with logic.
No, it makes sense coming from the Democratic organization.
Okay. Guess we're back on the same page here.
Yeah, there's rhyme and reason in the world of fuck me up the ass with a black dragon dildo.
Zeus Leonardo, a UC Berkeley education professor, claimed that the Woke Kindergarten agenda is not about indoctrinating children, but making politics part of the framework of teaching, because every fucking 6-year-old wants to know exactly what's going on in the White House. However, teachers at Glassbrook say that the curriculum is wrongly rooted in progressive politics and activism, with white police and anti-capitalism and anti-Israel messages mixed in with the goal of making schools safe, joyful, and supportive for all children. Tiger Craven Neely, a self-described gay moderator, teacher, said he supports discussing racism in the classroom, but revealed that the Woke Kindergarten primary objective was to disrupt whiteness in the school. Craven and Neely said he was temporarily banned from the Woke Kindergarten sessions after he asked what is meant by disrupting whiteness. So simply because he asked the question, like, too much, get the fuck out of here. The organization's website features a woke wondering section that proposes radical ideas such as challenging the legitimacy of the Supreme Court, abolishing the police, eradicating borders, defunding all militaries, abolishing money, eliminating landlords, and diverting U.S. aid from Israel to rebuilding Palestine. The Woke Kindergarten website has a Woke Words of the Day section that teaches young children about ceasefires, work strikes, anti-racism, and protesting. The website features a guide called So You Made It to a Protest, a sensory guide for kids. The guide for children has images of protests for free Palestine, Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ rights, and prison abolishing. The guide offers kids with advice to how to protest, such as speaking your truth, wearing sunglasses and head coverings, and chanting. And chanting. The guide has an image that reads, "Police do not keep us safe. We're not indoctrinating." The founder of Woke Kindergarten is Kai Grow, who is a self-described abolitionist early educator, cultural organizer, and creator, currently innovating ways to resist, heal, liberate, and create, and goes by the pronouns they, them. Of course. The school's academic performance actually fell after hiring Woke Kindergarten. So they're in the bottom. And now, all right, here we go. English and math scores hit new lows last spring, with less than 4% of the students proficient in math and just under 12% at grade level in English, a decline of about 4 percentage points in each category. So they got, listen, we're doing abysmal. Could you help us? Sure. It's like if you're poor and someone's like, listen, you have 20 bucks.
I got some magic beans for you.
If you, yeah, listen, you got 20 bucks. If you hire us, we can turn that 20 bucks into 100. Great. And then at the end of 2 years, like, I got fucking $10. What happened? Oh, must be your fault. You're probably not anti-police enough. But then again, it's California. It's San Francisco. I expect that.
Hey, come on. Our favorite football team's from there.
It doesn't mean that the city's shit.
Oh, it is.
I mean, literally, they have a map that plots shit everywhere in the city. I mean, it's real. It's a real thing. It's an app. You can get on your phone and see where all the shit is in the city. So when you scroll out, it's just one big fucking brown blotch. It's like if you pulled out, it'd be the neighborhood.
What's it called? AOL Instant Messenger.
It would be the neighborhood watch or watchdog, or whatever, of the United States. It's like, oh man, don't go there. Stay away from that one, kids. Just go around the long way, but don't go to Oregon.
I just picture it like, you remember the old joke? Man, don't ever go to the sex registry site. Why? You would not realize how much of a sea of red you're in.
School district.
1, 2 dots. Oh wait, there's more appearing. Okay, 7, 8, but oh my god, 37. Wait, oh my god, I'm in a sea of red. It's like, oh, San Francisco says don't go to this park or this park. Oh shit,
God, just don't go anywhere. In fact, just move out.
Not without paying the exit tax.
Oh my god, that's right. School district officials attempted to defend the decision to hire woke kindergarten by claiming that the program was not hired to improve academic performance. I'm pretty fucking sure that's how the whole thing started.
Huh?
But hey, and the attendance has gone up nearly 20% in their schools. It's like shit just attracts flies. What the fuck?
That's not him saying your children are stupid as fucking garbage flies.
I mean,
they are.
I kind of was.
Come on, man. I'm the one.
Helping students feel safe and whole is part of the parcel of academic achievement. True.
Okay, wait a minute. I just figured something out.
Okay.
Say that statement one more time.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me just.
Okay.
Hayward Unified School District Superintendent Jason Ryman told the Chronicle that woke kindergarten is, quote, helping students feel safe and whole is part of the parcel of academic achievement. So I said, yes, that's true. But admitted that the program costs more money than we would have liked to have spent. So in other words, this boils down to this. Salesman came to your door, sold you a bunch of bullshit, and you fucking fell into it. It happens to everybody. We've all been fucked at one point or another. You just happen to do it on a major scale during a time when there's a major cultural and social war, and it's all over fucking news now. You fucked up.
Read the
Pretty
parcel safe comment one more time.
Okay. So, helping students feel safe and whole is part and parcel of academic achievement.
You know, if you mix the words up, I bet you it makes more sense. Making students' wholes feel safe while they achieve their parcels. Implemented.
I mean, maybe he went to do that, but he had a Biden moment right there and just kind of screwed up and then made it actually sound better, so they just went with a screw up. Anything could happen, really. I mean, it's 2024. We're all fucking all over the place now. But
Pedos have a flag.
they do it for a few years, though. So imagine what it's going to be like in a few more years.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, that's woke kindergarten. Woke kindergarten. You know why I don't have to worry about woke kindergarten?
Because our kids are way out of kindergarten.
No, I mean, not why, where.
Wow.
You know, where I don't have to worry about it? Battling terminids or automatons. When I could just
In mech suits.
fight the... Yeah, because evidently they dropped. But I'm not sure. I heard it was level 25 and above. I don't know. I haven't seen yet.
I'm close. You're over
I'm
25.
31 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm 20.
You're a youngin'.
I'm almost old enough to drink. Stop trying to give me stims.
You stimming me? I'm not old enough to be stimmed yet.
But every chance,
Shut up, you.
Every chance this guy gets, he runs by me. Oops, stuck you with a stim. But you're out of stims. Doesn't mean I didn't stick you.
I got stimmed. What's wrong with you?
I need a lot more fucking. No, not stems. What's the R ones called? Rebates.
Oh,
What? Hold on. Fuck it. We're gonna find this out right now.
it's not. Is it war bonds?
War bonds.
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
the war bond.
Medals.
Well, there's the medals. There's the war bonds. There's the other one, the blue one. I can't fucking remember. Oh, that's the super credits. War bond. I think it's war bonds, super credits, medals, and then the samples. Which I got like fucking 30-some thousand of the war bonds or whatever they are. The R's, and then I got like 600 or 700 super credits.
Requisition slips.
Yep, that's what I got.
Medals.
Right.
Super credits and samples.
Okay, yeah. So the slips I have, like, I don't know if it's 24.
What are the slips?
Those are the yellow ones, the very top one. Probably the one
That you get like 2 or 3 or 4 every time you complete a mission?
No, those are medals. Those are the medals.
So what the fuck are the requisition slips?
Those are the ones, I don't know. I have like either 24 or 30,000 of those. That's what you get, that's what you unlock stratagems and upgrades for your ship and all that kind of stuff, where it costs like 7,000 or 1,500. Those.
I'm an idiot.
Super credits is what you get, like your armor from the week or the every other day, the every 2-day thing, and then your samples is what you also use that for stratagems and all those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
I gotta work
medals.
my way up the medal tree.
Medals is just the
Because
the seasons, whatever it is, which is nice. You know what's nice about those and Helldivers is there's no time frame on them. So once you have them, it's just there. So you're not pressured like in Brawlhalla and fucking every other game. Yeah. You're not pressured. I think that's
which
why
I bought the pass for. I did the same thing. 25 levels.
It's just, because I'm going to be balls deep in war, or Helldivers. So I'm like, I'm not fucking splitting my time before Elden Ring comes out. Like, I got the whatever it is, Wushang thing, like, whatever. But I think that's why a lot of people don't feel pressured and like Helldivers as far as the skins and like buying things, because it's worked into the lore, like buying it. When you see like the reviews of the different armors and stuff, they have like in-game or in-world reviews, and like the armors is like fast shipping, would buy again, AAA, whatever it is, like A++. They have things like that, but also there's no time frame on it, so you don't feel pressure. It's like, oh, I either got to put in a shit ton of time or I have to use real world currency in order to get the stuff to unlock it if I want it. Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend a cent on it. You can just get everything right in game.
Yeah,
which
is
a
little bit of a grind. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them
like
are
the super credits.
But it's not that big of a deal, because
no, especially if you have fun playing the game.
Yeah, and I actually have a legitimate blast. Like, when I get frustrated in Brawlhalla, it's different than getting frustrated in Helldivers.
Well, I can tell the difference.
It's a big difference. Like, I'll get fucking frustrated in Helldivers, but I still feel accomplished. Like, I still feel fucking like, man, that was a blast. Like, I love playing Suicide and Impossible on Helldivers. It's fucking chaos. It's like the whole time you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like,
yeah, you're
oh great,
from like
another fucking charger.
Another Bile Titan.
Yeah, but it's such a, it's a hassle, but it's such a blast. Like, I haven't played a game where playing on the fucking harder difficulties, as insane as they are, is fucking fun. Like, way fun. But then it also tarnishes it, because then like when you were putzing around last night on medium, like I joined in yours and it's like, this is too easy. Like,
honestly, I was trying to complete the mission, but I was also trying to get all the samples. I was just trying to I wanted to kill 40 minutes.
You know what's good with like the medium and stuff? It's perfect for trying different weapons.
That too.
It's just doing shit. It's like, I never use this. Let me grab this. Because, like, I'm not going to pick up a new weapon or a new stratagem and be like, let's go into fucking hell dive. Be like, what's this do? Absolutely fucking nothing. Great. It's like, I just wasted a whole slot. But that's fun for that.
So the first time I took Cialis, it didn't work. Boy, did I feel stupid when I realized you're supposed to swallow it, not stick it in your pee hole.
Yeah. What mouth does it go in?
Ooh, it stings a little.
But yeah,
does that mean it works? It's working.
I have a blast like playing on harder difficulties in that game. But yeah, you don't feel pressured in buying anything in the game, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Like really nice. And now with the mechs, I know after like we wrap this up, I want to jump on. Just because I've heard that I don't know if you can buy the stratagem yet in the store, but I've also heard that you actually go through the map and you find them. They're just kind of there and you pick them up as they're there.
The mechs? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I want to jump on and see exactly how. What do you think of the new patch before we log off? Like
what part?
The patch that came through. I mean, they nerfed the breaker shotgun, which nerf. The fucking metal players they're pissed. Wow.
Why? The shotgun still kicks ass.
It does. Here's the thing. All they did with the breaker, the one that I'd switched to, I was like, oh, dude, it melts. And it still melts. They changed the magazine size from 16 to 13. Mm-hmm. And they increased recoil to 55, which I don't know. It was like at 30 or something before. I can tell you using it, there's not much of a fucking difference. Like, you reload a bit faster. That's it. The one they're pissed about is the railgun. They decreased damage from the railgun on armored points for enemies because there was people that were taking down Bile Titans in like 3-4 shots with a railgun. Well, now it probably takes like 6.
But with a
5, 6,
headshot,
7.
it shouldn't take that many.
If they're not armored, like chargers, you take their legs out. Like the game does really well with that. It's like, listen, if something's charging you, take its leg out and it can't fucking charge you anymore. Like, pretty good job.
Well, that's like those little fucking. They look like oversized face huggers. They'll when you shoot at them, they'll kind of like stop and pull their legs in, and they've got armor.
Yeah.
Those are they stick a shrimp tail up a little bit.
Yeah, those are the
I can't remember what they're called.
They're the hive guards or whatever they are.
But their ass then comes up a little bit, and
so
if
you
you
shoot
shoot
those.
it, they kind of do this number. Then you can shoot underneath the padding.
With the shotgun, if you just aim, even when they're ducked down, if you aim like toward where their armpit, I guess would be, you can get in. You can get in between the armor there too. Flamethrower, they buffed 50% damage per second.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that is a tank now, but it's really easy to kill all your teammates with it too. But here's
I can't tell you how many times I've been playing. Not with you, actually. I think once or twice with you. I see somebody's flamethrower, and then I'm saying, There's a guy running across the screen on fire.
Like the flamethrower is now becoming one of the meta weapons now. So now everyone's fucking using flamethrower. So it's fucking the hillside is burning. it's fucking chaos.
It's on fire.
But again, it's chaos. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
The cannon, the auto cannon, as long as you have a pack.
Oh yeah, that's
like the go-to right now. The grenade launcher is still the grenade launcher, and I like that one.
I gotta get that.
What else did they change? You know what I fucking hate? And I saw it, I'm like, that should be cool. Because I thought of Command and Conquer back in the day. The Tesla tower. The Tesla coil.
Oh.
Fuck that thing. That thing killed me more than it killed anyone else. Because it doesn't give a shit who it is. Even if you throw it away, it fucking arcs all the way to you. I don't know how many times I'm running. I'm like, I just fall over and get up.
I want to use it tonight. You got to use it on me.
Thing's fucking dangerous. Don't do it like I did it. I played solo on my own, and I did. It was not. I think it was Extreme. I think is the one below Suicide. It wasn't the one where you get all 3 kinds of samples. It was the one down. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking run this on my own. Bad idea. With the Tesla coil. Fucking bad idea. Because I had to worry. Once I realized that, here's the problem. Like I threw one a little ways out. And then the cooler ran down, and I was like, I'm going to throw another one. And it was a little closer to where I was. Well, I threw the one closer to me, so I had 2 of them going. And it got me. I'm like, oh, it stung me. So then I was in automatons. That made it even better. So I was being shot at. And I had 2 fucking Tesla coils. So I boxed myself on a platform. So they're coming across a bridge. I'm like, as I was doing the survival mode or whatever, when you got to fucking just wave after waves. So I'm running over. I get shocked. Run over. There's a fucking wave of them coming up a bridge. I'm like, God damn it. So I run over. Forgot about the one I planted first. Got hit again. Fell off the fucking thing. And then I had fucking walkers and everything else chasing me. I'm like, this is a fucking disaster. I was like, I thought because of those...
Wait.
I thought because of those Tesla coils, fuck, I'm going to have a barricade. There's no one getting through me. I didn't realize that the fucking Tesla... No, the Tesla coils are going to just say, fuck you. Or like middle figure 8 in my face. So that was a bad idea.
Fuck this. Let's get it on medium. I want you to just drop one in front of me so I can laugh.
They're dangerous.
And then we'll beat the mission quick and get out.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll see you on the battlefield again.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.